Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to episode 10, season 10 of The Impossible Dream with the mighty Scunthorpe United, the Irons. As always, thanks for joining me. If you're brand new, feel free to subscribe. Make sure you all hit that notification bell and do all the other good stuff if you feel generous. I know you do. You're kind. You're a kind-hearted soul. You're here for episode 10, so you might as well smash a thumbs up, get involved in the comments, possibly watch an advert. It all helps. My patrons, though, you dudes are legends. And hopefully I can release that face pack for you guys sometime soon. So, another season. I've been crazy busy. I'm going to be crazy busy all week because I'm going away this weekend, but I still want you to get 2 episodes this week. So, anyone out there who always wonders, how do you get through a season so fast? I have explained it many times. But if you want to know, my email's down below in the description. Hit me up. I'll explain my process. But I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't recommend it. I just do it this way so I can get a video out to you. I like doing season episodes. I fly through a season, but if you want to fly through a season in a couple of days, it can be done, and I'll happily explain how I do it. And that's what I'm going to have to do. For example, I was in work at 7 this morning. I got up at 4 a.m. so I could blast out a good few hours because I've just got a graph this week. Honestly, little sleep, lots of Football Manager, work, kids, food, eat, poo, wee, all that stuff. And I promise you, hopefully, I'll have 2 episodes out this week. So, for now, though, it's episode 10. Right, we're going to start here on the 1st of June. Usually one of my starting points for the next season. Mainly because of 2 things. 1, we got a solidarity payment of 4 million, which is going to help massively. And 2, we had a failed takeover. It nearly happened. Paul Park fails in his takeover bid with a consortium. It nearly happened, but this changed things in the mindset of our chairman, because from now on he was looking to leave and, as you can see, willing to listen to offers. This could be the year. I found myself another little cracking young African. I've got a couple now, on a free, no compensation, no nothing, although it won't come through till January the 1st. I just think he looks really good. I brought in a winger. It's called Charlie Atherton. Now, James Balzaghi was a bit miffed about playing in certain roles, and he started moaning about us bringing players in, and then he put in a transfer request. So I put him up for sale, and about 8 clubs came in for him. Weirdly, I don't know why, they were all Russian. All for the same fee, 4.6 million, even though he was worth more, and I liked him, but he's moaning too much, so it was time to move James on, bring the money in, and as you can see right there, on the ins, I've got many a free player, apart from one. Yes, I have finally spent, it's not a compensation fee, I spent some money. Now, Daniel Bolger is a pretty good young player. Now, his scouts only had a B rating for him, but I just liked him. I like his aggression, his composure, his determination. He's a decent finisher, he's got a bit of pace about him. He was playing for Portsmouth in League One last year, and he was about a goal off being top goal scorer, so he just looked like a baller. Spoke to his agent, then he said they'd want 2.2 million, and that's what they wanted, 2.2 million. Obviously, I didn't want to pay 2.2 million. I am paying 2.4 million now, but I broke it down. We've signed Giovanni Billows. He is English, 23 years old, very handsome fella. He looks like someone quite famous, doesn't he? When we've been making these faces, we've had a bit of fun with it, to be fair. Let me know who you think Giovanni Billows looks like. So this is Charlie Atherton, and he's okay. I'll be honest with you, he's a bit of a moaning git. He don't play a ton. But Balzaghi didn't like it, so yeah, Balzaghi's gone. But yeah, good squad player. Clint Kelly, he's okay. Good team player. Very fit player. I'm pretty sure Declan don't play either. And then when the new boy comes at Christmas, yeah, things might have to change, but for free, you can't grumble. We're getting very exotic. We've got a Frenchman. Talk about a name that just wants to crucify my pronunciation skills. I call him Matty. Yeah, ex-Paris Saint-Germain player. And last but not least, we've got Jolan Newby. He is a newbie to this team. Also, I think he's modelled on a real player. But yeah, flair. Look at his flair. I've just got to chuck this in because I didn't show you at the end of the last episode. I run out of time, but this is for my best friend, Lee Green Shields, mate. Blackburn won the playoffs. They snuck in and they nicked it. Look at that. Burnley finished 3rd. Greeno will love that. So we're still not really fancied by the bookies, but I still felt like this team's young, man. We've got good players now. I think they're good. Are they a team that can win the league? No. I think we're the 5th lowest wage bill now. The lowest is Sheffield Wednesday. That surprised me. Sheffield Wednesday paying about 140 grand a week, and they're favourites to go down. So yeah, but I'm not bothered about that. I'll be honest with you. I still think we can get a mid-table and potentially touch them playoffs. Pre-season, I'm just doing these tournaments again. You do make a little bit of extra cash out of it. Why not? They're all on TV. You get a lot of TV money. And it's just good to just keep rotating the squad. Now, I'm going to throw out a little thing for you there, but my idea for my next series, when this one eventually ends, I really like it. I don't know how long it'll go on for. I don't know if you'll like it. But the team I'm going to be is one of them. See if you can guess. Now then, last year I stuck with this, and it is good, and I'm going to use it. But you know I've got two. That's all I use. I was going to use the other one quite a lot as well. I was going to really like start mixing and matching, try to do something a bit different, maybe away from home, try and protect ourselves a little bit. Now this is obviously my assistant, Lucas's thoughts on the best team. Ben Lyons, man, up front. That kid has just grown. Really enjoy that player. But the team itself, got some really good solid players. Like I said, the chairman is done, finally. All them offers we used to get when he didn't want to sell, now he wants to sell. And it's going to happen at some point, surely. And there was a few, but it starts to hit the rocks, and it goes down to the last one here, apparently. Andy Watkins Consortium, and the only party still in the negotiations with the Iron. It's getting interesting.
Hello, welcome to Sky Sports News. I'm your host, Wayne Kerr. Our top story tonight involves Scunthorpe United, and I can't believe this has finally happened. Strap yourselves in, Iron fans, because Scunthorpe has finally been taken over. Now, don't get too excited. It's not a tycoon, but it's positive news for the club. Halifax-based businessman Andy Watkins has today completed the purchase of Scunthorpe United. Clearing the club's £5 million debt, he's also injected $3.8 million into the club's account and given the green light to upgrade the club's youth facilities. After many failed takeover attempts over the years, this must be fantastic news for all the Iron fans, as the club seems to be on the rise under the stewardship of manager Bood FM. To be honest, I can't believe it's finally happening. I've not been this shocked since I woke up in the kitchen of Philip Schofield's house after a late night drinking session with a carrot stuck up my arse. In other news, now that Scunthorpe are no longer in need of extra money, I'm selling my prize bag of rare Bood pubes, the unwashed ones of course, to the highest bidder. The auction will be held at Sotheby's at Saturday at 2 PM. Hope to see you there.
So, here we are in November, with a healthy bank balance, a new owner, loads of wiggle room. It's starting to come together. I really feel positive now. Now, we're going to move on to our young winger. Now, I put it out there at the end of the last episode for you guys to pick a nickname. Now, apparently, you pronounce his first name Jibby, and they went with Jibbo. And as I'm a Mancunian, we love to stick O's on the end of people's nicknames. Jibbo. It's perfect. So I've gone with Jibbo. There was brilliant ones. Seriously. Django. I love that one. I nearly went with that one because I just watched that film last week. Brilliant film. It's 11 years old already. But yeah, I've gone with Jibbo. Now, there's a problem with Jibs, right? He's got a minimum fee of 7.75 million. And a few teams came in for him. Middlesbrough, Arsenal was one, and someone else. But none of them matched it. So I'm not selling him unless I have to, but it made him unhappy and he won't sign a new contract. So I just think it's a matter of time really before someone does match it, because he's a good player. Let's get into the football now though. It's the 1st of Jan 2033 and we were sitting in 9th. We've not been too bad. Daniel Bolger, decent little player. We've done all right. I mean, for a good team, they've got good young players, but there's a lot of quality at the top of there with Premier League players, really good players to be fair. Just to be in and around the top half, I still think is brilliant for a club like us. So these are the results in the league. Started off really well. We usually start quite well, winning our first 2 games. So we got a kick in off Reading. Bit of a miss for a bit. Went on a fantastic run here, beating great teams. Derby, Fulham, Sheffield United, Forest. And then hit a bad patch. And then I changed my tactic. I'm just going full protection. And I was going to stick with that for the rest of the season. It was January and I didn't feel like I needed to sign anyone because we had that youngster coming, didn't we? So I was happy with that. And we've been spending money in the facilities. We've upgraded the youth and all that, the recruitment. And I'm going to show you it all at the end. So this is a squad arranged by average rating. Daniel Bolger is carrying a knock at the minute, but he's been brilliant. Check that kid out, eh? So, normally when we scout, I always tend to focus on A ratings, but that B rating, he just had stuff I liked about him. The fact that he was banging goals in for fun just one league below don't mean he can't do it in this league, and he's proving that he can step up, which is fantastic. Brazina ain't playing tons, but when he has, he's done all right. Anthony, been a bit of a sub player this year, but doing well for me. Ben Lyons has been brilliant left wing up front. It doesn't really matter. I've got a few unhappy players. Jibbo again just wants to leave, wants to play with a better quality of squad. What a little tosser. I mean, 7.75 million, if it ever comes, will be brilliant. It's a lot of money, but I just feel like we'd be getting robbed now. Do you know what I mean? A season or two ago, and I snap your hand off for that kind of money. But yeah, I'm a bit worried about it. We'll see what happens. He's moaning because he's not playing, blah, blah, blah. He's not playing, blah, blah, blah. He wants to play more. But we're doing okay. Again, I know you want me to see clubs achieve and grow, and it'd be good to win something. It feels like we're just hovering. But I still think we're doing the right things, and a lot more foundations are getting put in place. Just got to keep punching, keep trying. Slowly catch your monkey. Can you remember how bad things were at this club, facilities-wise, junior coaching, youth recruitment, and our facilities, which got downgraded after a season or two? It was bad. But look at it now. Excellent youth recruitment, exceptional academy coaching, excellent youth facilities, good training facilities. But they're getting done as we speak and will be excellent in a month. I love this game, and I love that we've been able to do this so quickly over the last 2 years, because these are the kind of foundations you want. Better players, and get better players in, maybe create better players, keep players happy, be more attractive as a club, and grow and grow and grow. We are skint now, putting money into the club in the right way. We're not skint for any silly reasons. It's all facilities and upgrades and everything, so I'm okay with that, because I've got players who potentially I can sell on for pure profit. Some of these lads who have come in for free and are worth 1 to 3 to 4 million quid. You know what I mean? If they go, they go. But hopefully you've noticed we haven't lost Jibbo yet. We did survive. No one's paying it. 6 point something million, and it was Middlesbrough again, Arsenal again. Man United offered him a trial. We got through it. But yeah, I genuinely think it's just a matter of time. I can't see him being in next year, so we just want to get as much out of him as possible. It's unfortunate that that's all we'll get for him, because I know for a fact he is definitely worth more. And have you seen his media description? It's changed during this season to Wonderkid. We have a Wonderkid at Scunthorpe. What? Talking to the other kid, I mean, his average rating doesn't blow you away, but he's been playing as a defensive midfielder, and I don't think them roles ever get outstanding average ratings. I don't think so, but he's developed in the few months he's been here. He's now 18, he's got 8 caps for his country, so he's got something about him, and he has no minimum fee, although he's only got 2 years in his contract. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, no one pisses me off, and while he's happy, because he won't do it yet, he's not been here long enough, I can give him a new deal. We are 11th though. We're 11th in the league. I was hoping for better. I still think we've been playing, even when we're not great, we have so many moments of brilliant football, or great runs, or bad runs. It's just it's a challenge. It is, but it's still enjoyable, because I still believe in this team. On to the Carabao Cup, and we're out of it in the third round. We got beat by Liverpool. It was only 2-1. Look at that. They scored, we scored. Wasn't too bad. We knocked out Peterborough and Salford on the way. The FA Cup was Replay Central. Oh, God. Leyton Orient are in League 2. 0-0 with them, and then we beat them 3-0, which is great. Then we got City, and I think this is probably one of the best results ever. Went to the Etihad. 1-1. Oh, I know it's City. Right? I know. But I won't lie to you. There's a little bit of me thinking, when we get them at home, could we? Could we? No, we can't. We got battered 3-0. Let's check that squad out, and it is decent, to be fair. I wish Jibbo was a bit more happy, because I think he'd be better if he was happy. Because you've got Jibbo on the right, you've got Lyons on the left scoring goals for fun, and then Bulger up front scoring, playing well. Do you know what I mean? That front three could be really special. Got the youngster in defensive midfield. They've got some really good central midfielders like Joel and Newby's done really well for me. Still got Anthony Asane, who's become a sub player, but a fantastic impact player for me this year, because I've not been playing a lot with an attacking midfielder. But they're good. few injuries. And if you've noticed, actually, Declan Kelly, I think I might have mentioned it at the start, wasn't playing a ton. And obviously when the new lad came in, I thought he was the least played central midfielder. I offered him out on loan. He went to Forest Green. I think they're in League One. And he's playing for them, doing all right. He's one of them that, you know, if I could get his minimum of 1.9 million, it's 1.9 million profit. So, you know, there's money to be made in the summer that can hopefully kick us on again, because we're getting to that stage now where we're not far off having good enough facilities. I know you can go right to the top, state of the art, but I'm not that bothered about that in this league. Having excellent facilities is good enough, I think. So then if I can bring in some money, I don't have to put it into the facilities. I can start going out there and maybe finding some more bulgers, buying good players for a couple of million, as well as signing free players, and maybe that's where we take the next step. Now, if we jump forward just a month, this is how form can change. And now this team of mine can sometimes just switch into gear, because we now have 2 games left to play, and this is my last save point. And look where we are. We are 7th. Level on points with Bristol City, only a point behind Cardiff, 4 points behind Brighton. They kicked into gear with style by winning the last 5 games. We're a roll. Not only that, 5 clean sheets. I don't know. Don't get it. Beat Watford, battered Sheffield Wednesday, beat Reading 1-0, tough game, battered Rotherham, and beat Norwich 1-0. So we've got 2 games left to play. So Carlisle at home is exactly the same as last year. I'm not doing it. We'll jump in for bits maybe, and then we'll see where we go from there. Because if we beat Carlisle and things go our way, it opens up Stoke and then a whole new world of potential freaking playoffs. So welcome to Glanford Park. Like I said, we're just going to jump in. I'm just going to film everything. I'm going to live comp every possible game I play, and then I'll decide what I'm doing, edit what I'm doing, and just to see. Not this one though, because I don't think we need to. Unlike last year, we need to be beating Carlisle, who seem like they're a better team than last year. Oh, we've got a penalty. Got to jump in. Jibbo got crucified in the box, and he's going to be the man taking it. The unhappy Jibbo slots it 1-0. Come on. Well, it's 1-1. I won't share their goal with you. Bloody Carlisle. They turd and all. Right, I've made 3 changes going in towards the end of this game. Big changes. Lyons has come on. Hussaini's come on. So has Lyle Reynolds. Trying our best to not get into them playoffs. So we can't beat Carlisle at home to save our life. Great, innit? So that 1-1. It's hurt us a little bit, but we're still in with a shout. We need results to go our way, and we need to be beating Stoke, who are down in 21st at their place. Christ. Right, so here we go. It's match day. We're playing Stoke away. It's quite tasty because you've got Bristol City, who are just above us, who we need to drop points, but they're away to Swansea, who are just behind us. So, man, this is mental. Anything could happen. So I'm just going to get into it and see what we can do. So welcome to the Bet365 Stadium. Will always be the Britannia to me. And nearly started Lyons. He's coming back. I think he's ready. I'm going to save him. Hopefully we can pull off a result today, because it's massive. It's going to be absolutely massive, this. Well, we're well into the first half. It's been pretty poo, to be honest. We've had one scrappy chance. So have they. I think Swansea are winning. So we're not in the playoffs at the minute. Anything can happen. Like Stoke charging at us and ballooning it. Oh, go on, we've just scored. I'll show you the replay. Oh my God. Come on. You need the man. And it's Bolger. The guy's been a beast this season. But yeah, Hernandez starts it. Picks it up here. Watch this. Vision pass. Lofts it over. Bolger gets it. 1 touch, 2 touch. Boom. Well, we've jumped from 7th to 5th. Oh my God, at the minute, man, this is twitchy bum time. We've been the better team, to be fair. We've had some really good close chances. We've just had a fantastic one in between us scoring. Jibbo with a vision pass. My God, and here he is again. Can he create something? I don't know what he's doing. Oh, penalty. He got us the penalty, and he's going to be the man to take it. They've gone down to 10 men. This is a great opportunity. Massive opportunity for us, and he slots it home 2-0. So yeah, Swansea are winning 3-0, but that doesn't matter. As long as we win, we'll be in the playoffs, which is absolutely bonkers. I've made 3 changes. I'm absolutely bricking my knickers. This is insane. I've loved it. Absolutely loving this. I can't lie. Oh my God. Well, there you go. Finished 2-0. This is getting real now, isn't it? It is getting real. Wow. What a game. Should have scored way more. So there you go. No way. So I don't think this episode's going to have a full length live comp like I normally do, like you're probably used to. It's too broken down and I don't know what to do. So we're just going to do little ones. I'm just going to jump in little moments because I've got another 2 games to play, potentially 3. Am I going to fit it in? Probably not. So let's stop talking and get into it. So welcome to Glanford Park for a playoff semi-final. I cannot believe this is happening. This is probably the most bonkers episode ever. The way it's going to come together, I have no idea till I get to the edit. We're coming up against Patrick Vieira. Our little new midfielder's injured. Miley's coming. Smiley Miley ain't 100%. Lions is starting. Hopefully he has a big game when he had a good result here at home because Brighton are a decent team. 1-0. What a goal as well. What a team build up. I don't know what to say. Honestly, this is mental. Watch this, Silva. Just sitting in that role, defensive midfielder. Little Brazilian finds Jibbo. Brilliant pass. Brilliant pass. Bolger. What a freaking striker he is for 2.4 million quid. It's 1-1. Yep. Battier. I mean, Jibbo's trying to get on him. Doesn't really get on him. Gets it to Foot, who dinks it up. He takes a deflection. Brilliant. Oh, come on, we're back in this 2-1. Bolger again. I mean, everyone's going to be over Jibbo. Everyone in this summer. Whatever happens, he'll be a goner. I'm pretty sure of that. But what a little bit of play. Wow. 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 Oh, no. Penalty. It's got to be. Billows. I don't know if you're going to catch that bit. Just caught him at the edge of the box. Come from behind, didn't he? Scarlett with the penalty. God, this is dramatic. Oh, close. Well, we're well into injury time. This is the last highlight. It's all to play for now, innit? Unless we absolutely balls this up or score a third. That would be a freaking dream. I don't see it though. This is like a scrappy end of game highlight. You never know what's going to happen though, but you know what? Fair enough, but it's come through a Bolger. Oh, God, man, I'm like on the edge of... I sit on a bench. I'm like edge of me bench. This is the last throw of the dice. Come on, newbie. Come on. Find your man. Just take it. Just hurry up and take it. Curls it in. Straight to fucking goalkeeper. And that's it. Full time 2-2. We've got to go to their place. Cardiff beat Forest 2-1. Man, it's all to play for. Whatever happens next, I am proud of these lads for that final run-in to get here. You know what I mean? It's building blocks, man. And we're edging. Can we still do it? Well, we're going to find out here at the American Express Community Arena, is it called? Up against Patrick Vieira and the boys again. It's going to be a tough ask, but anything can happen. We still haven't got Diarra. Big loss, I think, in the middle. That young lad is a cracking little player. He does a very good job. But we've got Lions, Bolger and Jibbo up front. We're half an hour in, and it's been pretty poo. I'll be honest with you. It's been really bad. And they're slightly edging it, but they haven't been great either. They've had one decent chance. Great save from Earl in goal. Yeah, he's already on the yellow, isn't he? He's already on the yellow. Shit. Brilliant. 10 men. Just what I wanted. This just what I asked for. I've had to come up with some crazy tactic. I've got a new right back on. I've moved my defensive midfielder over, lost Miley out the centre and dropped Jibbo back a bit just to try and cover that space. That's what I've gone for. I can't believe we're going to add 10 men, man. Wow. Like I said though, whatever happens, I'm proud we've got it. It's progression in it. But you know, you start dreaming, don't you? You start thinking, can we? Can we? Football Manager's done crazy things to me in the past. But we'll see. We'll see if we can hang on with 10 men. They'll be absolute heroes if they can hang on with 10 men. Big man Billows is on the yellow as well, isn't he? Please don't balls up Billows. I mean, he gave away a penalty, didn't he, in the last game? Christ. We'll watch this highlight together. I've no idea what I'm doing for time. I've no idea I'm going to put this together. I don't think I've ever been in this kind of situation with so many games I want to share with you. I just didn't want to rob you of anything. And there you go. I'm not robbing you with that. We're 1-0 down. Alfonso Rivas. We're only 10 minutes into the second half and it's just been an absolute Brighton bombardment. Earl's pulled off 2 absolute worldies. They've also hit the crossbar from a free kick. I've just made 2 changes. Put Reynolds on in the middle. Hernandez has come on the left because Lyons is absolutely struggling out there on his own. It's just, yeah, non-stop Brighton. I can't see us. Every time I come to chat to you, they score. I think the dream's over for this season, boys and girls. The dream is well and truly over because it's now 3-0. It was always going to be an uphill task anyway, but being an uphill task when you got 10 men, it's a struggle, innit? But yeah, here we go. Watch this. He absolutely, when he gets it, blasts it. He sticks it right through the net. Boom. Well, there you go. I'm going to stand with our fans. We're all going to make sure we walk over there and applaud them because they've been brilliant this season. And so have the boys to achieve what they achieved, to go on that little run at the end, to get us in there, to nearly have a chance. This is definitely progression, like I've said, but it's still gutting. You always want to do well. You want to get in here and go all the way. But it's just one step too far for us this season. Sad though, isn't it? Well, this is the final table. Nottingham Forest went on to beat Brighton 2-0 at Wembley in the playoff final. We finished 5th, which I think is absolutely massive. Something to build on. Can we keep Jibbo? Probably not. I reckon someone's going to come in for him in the summer, but it'll be in a bit of money that hopefully we can use to add to that, because we're not as rich as we have been in the past, but I've got a little bit of wiggle room to play with. So again, it'll be free signings. If I find another cheap player that I think can make us better, I will. And there's probably a lot of work to do. There's probably a lot of players going to be leaving, a lot of ins and outs, I reckon. But kind of continue the progression, or will we take a step back? You never know. Like, it's so weird because I'm so proud of him. But then I'm also really disappointed. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a bit different with all the little ins and outs of the games, but I hope you enjoyed it still, even though we kind of failed, but still kind of did well. I don't care about the cups, but I'll look at the Premier League, which Manchester United won again. Get in. Blackburn are coming down with Southampton and Brentford. And before I forget, unfortunately, Rich, if you're watching, Wednesday got relegated with Peterborough and Rotherham. So there we go. That is the end of episode 10, season 10. I'll try and keep this short and sweet. Do all the good stuff. If you're feeling generous, it's always appreciated. The main thing is your view, and thank you for sticking with this series, and hopefully you'll come back for episode 11 and graft my ass off to hopefully get it played and get it edited and get it all sorted before we go away at the weekend and put it out at the weekend. It could be a big one. It could. Can we go further? Are we going to take a step back? I have no idea. No idea what's going to happen, but thank you as always, man. Honestly. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm Booed. I love you long time, man. I'll see you later.